Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pillars of the Earth, where we will continue from, I believe we're in chapter 11 now? So yes, let us continue this story of people being assholes to other people.
Will lead our generation to an end. The end is upon us, but our Earl will lead us to salvation.
Is that so?
A hard hand for hard times. It will all make sense. You will see.
Uh-huh.
Our food is rotting. Our animals dying. Our homes crumbling.
Oh, there's Meg.
How many of you have fallen from grace since
Good to see you, Meg. I'm here to collect the money we've made so far.
Excuse me. We're in the middle of something.
What's the problem?
Even you merchants have become thieves. What a rotten place this has become.
He ordered the cartload of wool weeks ago, but now he refuses to pay the price we'd agreed upon.
Let's think about why the prices are so high this year.
So you can put more money into your pockets?
Actually, the Earl has raised all fees. It costs more to pass the gate, to set up shop, to get a license, and to trade.
I suppose. But the price is not as was agreed.
Did you use a tally to record the price?
What? Are you with the sheriff? Just who are you, woman?
I am the owner of this business.
Oh.
Here's our Harfaliena.
Now, would you kindly hand me your part of the tally? There are more notches on our part.
2 pieces, 2 different prices.
Granted, adding notches to our part would have been much easier.
Aha! You're admitting it.
But the area with missing notches is thinner than the rest.
You're right. It looks like something was carved off.
What? Are you saying I'm a fraud?
Hey, Chef.
Look, times are hard for all of us. I won't report you to the sheriff.
This wool will not make enough cloth for all of my master's servants' clothes. Let alone all the shirts he wants for himself.
Whoever pays servants and wants to wear many shirts should be able to pay the price for quality wool like this.
Quality? Yes, but it is not high quality. Now that you mention it, I see it. I cannot pay that much money for bad wool like this.
Now he's doubting the quality.
Fine. Then let me prove the quality of my wool.
Just you try. You're trying to rip me off.
Let us work out a compromise.
First you say one thing, and then you say another. Is this how you treat all your customers?
I'll find an expert and prove it.
I'm waiting. That's not the price we agreed on.
It is what we agreed on. Both of us.
Maybe another fleece on top.
Daylight robbery.
We agreed on the price.
No, I'll keep the wool.
Outrageous.
Let's
Good
negotiate.
quality.
And a pig eat half of my
I'm
crops.
taking my business elsewhere.
You
Please,
thought the
calm
Earl
down.
was bad before. The wilting of shiring is an omen of the thing.
See if we can find someone who will, monks, Flemish, blacksmith, girl carrying meat, that's me.
Aren't you tired of Christian art? Their sad faces and dull colors are always giving me a foul mood. Just like this town.
I agree. I'd prefer to see lush paintings of the fine things in life.
Excuse me, would you care to give me your opinion on the quality of this wool?
Of course. Please, show us. Oh, how wonderfully soft.
And what thorough scouring. There isn't a hint of dirt or grease.
The fiber is exceptionally fine, and the color is even and light.
Suitable for high-quality garments.
I'm glad you think so too. Would you be so kind as to confirm this to a customer of mine, should the need arise?
Of course. Just send them our way.
With all these taxes and the shrinking markets, I wasn't sure whether visiting Shiring would still be worth it. But for that quality of wool, I'll say it is.
That's not the price we agreed on. I'll take my business elsewhere.
You won't find a better price.
There are Flemish merchants just a few streets away. They were very interested in my wool, and they would be delighted to confirm its quality to you.
Anyone can let their friends lie for them.
It is sad, but it seems we can't find an agreement. Keep your money, good man. We'll sell to somebody else. I was made an offer by the Flemish merchants, but I declined. I'm a merchant with principles, and we promised the wool to you. They'll be delighted to hear the good news.
No, wait. Maybe we can negotiate. My master would not want me to leave here with empty hands.
Let's find a compromise. You buy the wool at the price we believe we agreed upon.
Well, why would I do that?
I will guarantee you first rights to my wool next year.
The prices go up when more than one bidder is involved.
I know. My master would not be pleased if I returned without wool one day. He's got an awful temper. Fair enough. We have a deal. I'll buy your wool at your price.
A pleasure doing business with you.
You've learned well. A good merchant always strives for a deal that feels like a victory for both sides.
I had a good teacher. One more thing. Could you try to get Ovid's Amores for me when you travel to Winchester? It's a book.
Yes, I can ask Brother Theobald. His book collection is more comprehensive than the church would like.
Then he'll be the right one to ask. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Damn taxes.
Has the queue not moved at all?
We stand like pillars of salt. But I'm sure the Earl will accept petitioners soon. I hope it's before the workers at Kingsbridge leave the construction site because I cannot pay them.
Here.
I'm astonished that you can still find trade in times like these. I can only repay you with my gratitude for now. And our Priory's wool, of course. It should be enough to keep our workers around until I have solved our problems with Percy Hamley. But Tom said that without stone and timber, we will have to stop construction in a month.
You must speak to the Earl. I still have to give Richard his money. But then I'll come and wait with you.
From the looks of it, I'll be standing here for quite a while.
Indeed. Not what I meant to do.
How's your family?
My father can't come. Gets sick from worrying too much.
Same as your wife.
Is it now? Go talk to the blacksmith, see if he knows where my brother is.
Would you be free for a sales discussion later today?
Ah, Lady Aliena, for you I will always find time.
I've heard business is slow.
Not for me it isn't. Plenty of knights need my services. These men have cleaned up well, I'd say. It suits me just fine that the Earl has swept the criminals off the streets. And those complaining about money and fees were never my customers or my friends.
Have you seen Richard and his knights?
They came by and looked at a few swords, but they didn't mention where they were going.
Go ask the bread vendor.
Have you heard of Richard of Shiring, the knight?
Whoever that is, he surely hasn't bought bread today. Why don't you ask the sheriff? He seems to have his eye on everyone.
I don't know where the sheriff is.
Have you seen a group of knights led by a man named Richard of Shiring?
No, we just arrived and headed straight for the church.
Ah, still, thank you. Have you seen a group of knights led by a man named Richard of Shiring?
A group of knights, you say?
Are they perhaps interested in buying linen for a new gambeson?
They might, but I need to find them first.
We shall be on the lookout then.
See if maybe she knows. Because I've talked to pretty much everyone else.
Have you seen a group of knights?
I'm not sure. I saw so many people today.
It's all right. I don't have any business in there now. The remains of Waileran's castle. I have no need to go there.
Maybe I need to go over to the bishop's place.
The bishop's palace. I have no business there now.
Fine, I see.
No, I'm not leaving without Philip.
Okay, I don't know where your brother could be then. Well, maybe this way, I guess. Since there's more that it won't let me see without going that way. Or it just comes back through here. Okay.
That's not him.
I just remembered that the sheriff is over here.
Have you seen a group of knights led by a man named Richard of Shiring?
You mean King Stephen's knights? No, last time I saw them, they were chugging beer at the Lion and Lamb Tavern. They're going into battle, so they'd better not fall in love tonight.
How thoughtful of you.
Okay, so where's the tavern?
Where can I find the Lion and Lamb?
Ah, one of the finer taverns in this town.
The good taverner has helped me secure a few trades in the past.
You can find the taverns east of the marketplace.
Okay, that'll make it over here.
How's business?
Slow.
Well, at least you still have your regulars.
Even in bad times, people drink. The Earl of Shiren has imposed new laws and taxes, and it makes times very bad for us.
Any new information on Maud's army, Sir Alonso?
Robert of Gloucester will bring the army. There are said to be 1,000 men. But Stephen will bring more, and we'll be with him to lead the charge.
Does Robert of Gloucester have skilled men fighting for him?
Damned if we know. Victory and glory will be ours, one way or another.
Today we ride to Lincoln. Drinks are on me. Taverner! Another round for everyone!
You're the best, Richard.
It's Sir Richard.
Nonsense. We're all brothers, right?
It is Sir Richard.
Oh.
And here I thought you needed my money for new armor.
Oh, I do. A knight is only as good as his equipment. Have you seen Alonso's sword? With men-at-arms so well equipped, how could I fight alongside King Stephen less well equipped?
And inferior armor may cost him his life.
Only the best for the best.
Hey, you should be more responsible with our money.
I spend it on my reputation. What's more responsible than that?
You are paying for other people's wine. Some of whom you don't even know.
Knighthood is about more than fighting, Ali. It's a way of life. We fight together, we drink together, we die together.
Right you are. To hell and back we go. To hell and back.
Alonso, you make that sound like a bad thing.
But you could spend our money a little more wisely.
Do you want William Hamley to become Earl of Shiring or me?
What kind of question is that? If we're lucky, then he will never return from the Holy Land.
He already did.
What?
We ran into Robert of Gloucester's men. At first, I wasn't sure it was him. He wore the cloak of the Crusader.
No. Don't do it. Please. Have mercy. My God, please. Don't.
Oh, jeez.
And then King Stephen called out his name.
William Hamley, join me. We ride.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to upset you.
You what?
This is not about you or me, Ali. Allowing the father of that monster to remain Earl would not only betray our father, it'd mean betraying everyone. William is a butcher, a filthy bastard without honor.
Mind your tongue. You speak of the son of the Earl of Shiring.
I am the son of the Earl.
Sir Richard, your father went against our king and lost his title and his lands. You are not the heir to the title, not as things are now.
What did you just say?
Oh, easy.
You treacherous bastard!
Calm down. Do you want to slaughter each other and help the enemy?
Accusing me of treason. You most royal man at arms.
Me or William? Choose a goddamn side, Alonso of Toledo. Come on, choose!
Jeez. Yeah, take away his freaking alcohol.
You disparage me for stating the truth.
Obviously, they have
I've
no
always
idea
been
how
your
to
most
settle a
royal man at
conflict
arms.
without a
Have I
fight.
not?
The one with the biggest mouth, too.
Do they often fight like that?
Ah, they're both very proud. Give them a few days, they'll get tired.
They don't have that long.
I'm just trying to keep you grounded.
How dare you imply that William and his fat father have a right
That
to
won't
my
help.
lands?
Now, can't you just agree to
I've
disagree?
collected our earnings,
Please.
Richard.
Good. At least there's one person I can rely on. My sister.
I can't believe this.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you go into war arguing like this.
I asked for your money, not for your advice.
Percy Hamlin's title is a fact, not an opinion.
It is not. He does not deserve it.
This is not about who deserves what. The king
How would
appointed
you
him.
solve a quarrel
You
like
should
the
come to
one
terms
over
with that
there?
fact.
Everyone has their own way of coping with aggression. Food, gambling, or solace in the arms of a wench. Luckily for me, most resort to drinking.
I doubt that'll work here.
Don't say that too loud. Try this.
What did you just say?
Oh, no.
I'm done talking to you.
The taverner gave this to me. I don't want to
Very much,
ruin his business by giving it away for free.
Do you want to say something?
Never.
Are you just hungry?
Are you serious?
Well, excuse me. If they're hungry, they can order food. Can't you do something?
I'm probably more lost than you are.
I don't know if I can. I don't know how to reconcile.
Can't we just forget about it?
No.
Are you just hungry?
Are you serious?
Well, excuse me.
Jeez. I'm gonna stab you!
No.
No, I can't do that. Dang it. Yeah, he overwhelmed.
Do you want to say something?
Never.
Okay.
Would you like something to eat?
I only accept food from Meg. She's a tradeswoman. And the food others throw at me is rotten. But she gives me good food.
Meg is one of my best friends.
Oh, yes? Then I accept. I'm so hungry. You're so nice. How can you afford giving some girl a whole slice of bread?
I'm a tradeswoman.
Oh. When I grow up, I'll leave shiring and make lots of money too. So when I return, Auntie doesn't have to worry about bad men asking for money anymore.
Bad men?
Very bad men.
Don't you think you should take that meat to its owner?
Yes, I must. Just need a little break. Time to catch my breath.
How would you settle a fight?
If you're in trouble, run.
Oh, but they're usually friends. Running wouldn't help.
Then let them play a game to decide who's right.
Good idea.
A game, eh? How about a good game of close the box?
Do you have any games with you?
We carry the French game of Fiège with us.
Oh, could I borrow it?
If you bring it back before nightfall, I see no harm in it.
I will.
Okay.
Can't we just forget about it?
No.
Now fight it out like real knights should. With a battle of wits.
Playing a board game at dawn.
You're scared I could win.
Oh, let's begin.
Now, let's start with a careful opening.
Good choice. The general who gives in to anger will send his troops to their deaths.
Exactly right, Ali. First, I'll focus on defense. Let's see what Alonso's got.
Yeah, giving away your place. Good idea.
Ooh. Well played. A classic opening move.
Now's a good time to attack.
Oh, sometimes victory lies in numbers, but often it lies in a single soldier at the right spot, right?
Yes, and I play to win. And here I stride to victory.
You reached the end of the board.
What a crowning! I got a king!
You call this piece a king? In Spain we call it a queen. She's quite powerful and has a mind of her own.
All right, a queen then. Now I can sweep the entire board with her.
No, don't be hasty. The highest art of war is to break the enemy without a fight.
Nonsense. I have to seize this advantage. I've got a queen on my side. Time to rampage. When the sovereign has been claimed, the game is almost decided.
I can fight to the last piece. But a good commander has foresight, and I can see this game is lost. I admit defeat.
Ah, you ended this before it even began. Even a scribe would struggle making this an epic of glory.
This was about strategy, not showmanship. And it seems like Lady Aliena is an excellent strategic advisor. You work exceptionally well together.
He never makes compliments like this.
He's the tactician. I trust his instincts and experience to guide him.
But you yourself are an exceptional diplomat and businesswoman. You complement each other in the way you think.
I guess you're right.
If you are wise enough to trust these Queen's instincts in these matters, my friend, you too will indeed be able to take back the Elder.
You think we can do it? So, can I rely on your loyalty?
You can.
Of course, we're brothers in arms.
Good. You've an important battle ahead of you. I'll bring you the money. Here.
You must be losing your touch if that's all you got.
You're not the only one who needs my support.
But what's more important than the oath we gave to Father?
Kingsbridge, the people who took us in.
Well, if I die in battle, you'll know why.
Yes, because of your pride and stubbornness. Must you really fight? What is all this good for?
For Father, Ali. I will save Shiring from Percy Hamley.
But who's going to save you?
With men like these, I'm afraid I'm already beyond saving. For victory!
For victory!
For victory!
I see. I wish you the best of luck. I'll be at the marketplace with Philip.
And make more money, I hope.
The taverner makes...
Let's return their board game. It's not ours.
You've done me a great favor.
We are glad to hear it. Thank you for returning it. We always pass the time on our travels trying to best each other.
Have you finished your business?
Yes.
Glad to hear it.
Philip, I now understand why our market at Kingsbridge has had more visitors lately. Shiring isn't what it used to be. Steep taxes and strict laws have taken their toll on the town.
Is that so?
These merchants would give anything to do their business at another fleece fair, but there's none nearby. They need a place with fair taxes, one that can put those taxes to good use.
Are you thinking of a fleece fair in Kingsbridge?
Call in the monk and the woman he's with.
You, impatient monk. It's your turn. The girl, too.
Me? What? Did you want me to come with you?
No. We're not first in line, are we?
Well, lucky you, then. Get moving.
He's not happy with this.
Philip of
Oh,
Griff,
no.
Prior of Kingsbridge. The Earl of Shiring.
Thank you for hearing me, oh Percy. Please allow me to introduce my friend, Aliena of Kingsbridge.
I knew it was you. Oh, it doesn't sound like you missed me.
I demand to talk to the Earl of Shiring. He has broken his word.
You are talking to the Earl of Shiring.
Bishop Whaler.
The enemies of this earldom have taken Percy Hamley from our midst.
Oh,
Mother!
no. I think Whalerin killed him. So he can have.
Do you consider yourself
the
a
kid
friend
in
of
charge?
the earldom of Shiring, Philip?
Friend? That damn monk is drinking the blood of my earldom.
It is not for us to damn them, Lord William. But judge them we must.
Your parents had an agreement with King Stephen.
You're a thief. You both are. You once told me that I was a beast. Then it should not surprise you that I don't take as kindly to thieves as my father did. Shiring is changing.
What crimes did we commit then?
The king has never licensed a market in Kingsbridge.
Your market is illegal, Philip.
You are stealing my taxes by allowing my people to trade in your sorry priory, and you disrespect my authority!
Is that true, Philip?
I will talk to the king about this.
You, your friends and your brother have always played by your own rules. But not anymore.
Francis? Where is my brother?
He got what he deserved.
Where is he? Tell me!
Fracture for fracture, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. The days of Kingsbridge Cathedral are over.
Now leave. The next time I will show no mercy.
Uh-huh. That's not good.
I had assumed that as long as the market was held within the walls of the priory, and the taxes supported the construction of our cathedral, Kingsbridge would need no market license. I had made a foolish mistake. Now I had no option but to call on King Stephen for help. And as Aliena suggested, I joined the knights on their way north to Lincoln.
Uh-huh.
More and more men joined our group. Most of them had no horses and no weapons to speak of. As King Stephen prepared for his final battle against Robert of Gloucester, he had ordered all able men of his earldoms to fight in the north.
Uh-huh.
Then, at nightfall, our group reached a large camp of Stephen's men. Many men asked me to pray with them. They were husbands, fathers, and children about to fight in a war that most of them did not understand. It was then that I witnessed Aliena's brother Richard shouting at a man. The man was in tears, saying he did not want to fight and begging to be allowed to go home. I told Richard to have pity. Full of anger, he told me that he would hang deserters himself if need be. Then the man interrupted us by shouting infamities about Robert of Gloucester and started to laugh. Richard and his knights joined in and began to cheer for the king. Richard seemed to me just as desperate as the young man, but he did not know it. His temper would not make him a just earl, I thought. But again, I hoped to see a cruel man win his battles, only to defeat a man more cruel than him, William Hamley.
Indeed.
After a long first day on my way to Lincoln, I found a place to rest. I fell asleep soon and dreamed about soldiers. But these soldiers were not on their way to Lincoln. They had come up the twisting hillside path to our little hamlet in North Wales. My brother Francis and I had tried to outrun them and to warn my parents. But as always when I had this dream, we were too late. King Henry's men had killed Man and Dar. Abbot Peter came to take us in, just as it had happened so long ago. But this time, in my dream, something was different. I was 6 years old then, and Abbot Peter had not yet taught us about God. But still, I asked the monk the question, why did God do that? And then I heard a voice answering the question. And on the ground lay my brother, Francis. It was Bishop Waleran who had answered, and he took my hand to calm me. Then I realized his hands were drenched in blood. I awoke with a start. I had a very bad feeling about Francis. I told myself I should never have agreed to go and see Bishop Waleran for him. Now I had not heard from my brother in a long time, and after Waleran's remark the day before, I was sure the bishop had a hand in his disappearance, and that I would never see my brother again. After what felt like an eternity, the sun rose and we continued on our way to Lincoln. As we moved, I remembered hearing that Bishop Waleran had been to Rome, and William had fought in the Holy Land. I told myself that King Stephen would eventually see these men for what they really were. He had to. And I tried to convince myself that God would make things right.
You are late. Is it done?
Yes, my bishop. Their builder is dead.
Oh, wow.
Saint.
I couldn't get into their crypt unseen.
You disappoint me again, Timothy.
Please, when did I ever fail you before today, Right Reverend?
Regan Hamley is alive.
She didn't.
No. Your poison has left her in a deep sleep. When the time is right, I will send our Earl of Shiring to finish what I asked of you. Kingsbridge will fall.
Jeez, this guy is so selfish. What is going on? Why is he going so fast?
Hurry up, my friend. Or do you not want to see our king after all?
I fear I must.
Then let's not waste more time. Come on, Philip. Where do we find King Stephen?
Who's asking?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
I've heard of you.
Good things, I hope.
Maybe. You can go inside the cathedral.
Where are all the knights and soldiers?
I should go first.
But this is a house of God.
Only 2 more days.
If they know what's good for them, they'll surrender.
I'd be disappointed if Maud would give up so easily.
My king! You have my sword!
Good! Who is that?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
Him. Now, what about those archers out there?
I don't think he likes Richard.
Ah, Sir Richard, you made it.
Had a monk to look after.
You should visit our enemies, father. They should be praying, for we'll cut their heads off.
Yeah.
Hear, hear.
There's no 2 ways about it. I have to guard there myself to see what's going on.
My king, Ranulf's archers are only waiting for you.
They know they'll be at my mercy once I've dealt with Robert the Bastard and Ranulf the traitor. I doubt they dare shoot me.
Stephen, be reasonable.
Henry, will the church for once shut up? We are at war. Ha! Wonderful. Now, I will go out there without getting shot in the head. I must know why they posted the archers up there today. Just for once, use your brain. Think.
Yes, my king.
My king? You? What are you doing here? Have you come to atone for having your monks write that heretical book?
No, my bishop.
So you continue to doubt your bishops, your pope?
Henry.
How dare you show your face here?
Henry! I told you I am not to be disturbed.
This monk should be thrown into a cell. Maybe then he will see reason.
What? Because he doubts your miracles? I have to admit, having someone walk over red-hot plowshares or putting his hand in boiling water to prove he's innocent is entertaining. I give you that.
Stephen!
But the monk is right, of course. There is a tendency that your miracles conveniently happen when the church needs them most. Whoever believes that to be a coincidence, or miraculous, deserves no place at my table. What is your name, monk?
Philip of Gwynedd.
I will make sure my brother won't arrest you. If anyone will have you arrested, it's me.
My king, I have come to see you.
I have no time for you. Unless you know a solution to my problem. There are archers outside, probably looking forward to killing me. But I have to see what's going on out there with my own eyes, without getting shot. If you have no solution for my problem, better not waste my time, or I will have you arrested.
Hey there, Jay. How you doing?
A shield could surely stop an arrow. No.
Nice.
What would be the safest way to face an archer?
Are you thinking of joining us in battle?
I'm good, I'm
He's
good.
finally become one of us.
Never mind. They are already praying for Stephen, but I doubt that's the solution he's looking for. My king, you could use a shield to protect yourself.
A well-directed arrow can pierce a shield, a helmet even.
Then why do all these men wear helmets?
For luck.
Well, I'm personally thinking that maybe he could disguise himself.
No. That won't keep him safe. Stephen would be just as good a target on the top of the cathedral. Our king's advisors believe it would be dangerous for him to stand out here in front of the archers.
They're right.
They are?
Don't worry. They won't waste their arrows on monks and peasants. But the king would definitely be a tempting target. Would end the war in the blink of an eye. I wouldn't hesitate to shoot the bastard of Gloucester either.
There we go, disguise him.
If you were to dress like a poor man, not like a king or a soldier, the archers might not shoot at you.
This is highly inappropriate, Philip of Gwynedd.
It is. But he's right. Robert's a bastard, but his men are not without honor. Who are you again, monk? Why have you come?
I'm the Prior of Kingsbridge, my king.
Ah, of course. The Prior of Kingsbridge.
I have come to ask for your help.
What could be important enough to disturb the king at a time like this?
Robert of Gloucester will attack in 2 days' time.
Let us find out why he's here, shall we? Get undressed, Prior of Kingsbridge.
My king.
Don't be shy. It was your idea, after all. Ranulph's men have been nervous all day. Now, why's that? It's such a simple wall. And yet they could stay holed up in my castle for another month, all these men. So why have the archers out at all? And be safer inside. They don't have to stand up there.
My king, I have done all you asked of me. Now please, listen to me.
Of course, monk. Let me guess. You're here to ask me for help with your illegal market.
What? The income was only used to support the cathedral. I did not know we needed a license. The market was held on the church's ground.
The church is not above the law. This is not the Holy Roman Empire.
No, of course not.
Your market is illegal. I supported William in his decision to punish you, for it didn't merely pay for your cathedral. It also paid for the children of that traitor Bartholomew.
But Aliena and Richard are no traitors. You said so yourself. You said they shall go free.
I remember my words, monk. But the Earl of Shiring tells me that a knight in my employ seeks to convince me to change my loyalties.
I wouldn't know much about that.
William Hamley and Bishop Waleran said you were sly. Now I think I know why.
My king, you must not trust them.
Hear me now. You will not receive a market license, and the children of Bartholomew will hang if they go against the Earl of Shiring. Do you understand?
I understand.
Of course. That's why all those archers are up there. Robert of Gloucester is not attacking in 2 days. He's attacking today. To arms! It's an ambush. Do not use the front entrance. They knew that would draw us out. Get my clothes. I need my horse.
As Stephen and his men went to face the approaching army, his brother, Bishop Henry, urged me up to the top of the cathedral. His fear had made him forget about our dispute. I had never been that high up.
Pray with me, Philip. Pray that Stephen will win, so this war can end.
I closed my eyes to pray. And as I had 5 years ago, in my heart I sided with Stephen. And I prayed for him and his men. And as I did, I realized that ever since the dream about my parents, I had not prayed. What if, as in the dream, my prayers would not be heard now? I begged the Lord to make me see. To make me see that he was there.
Philip, look!
I was too far away to understand what was happening.
Robert's men. They're winning. Stephen is lost.
It felt like the world was spinning under my feet. I was afraid that I would fall. I closed my eyes. And then I saw.
Well then.
They're breaking through the church doors!
He saw something. He's not happy with it.
Where are the women?
And then I knew it was us. Only us. No devil to harm us. No God to protect us.
Well then.
Only us.
Are you saying he's been turned away from religion? Is that what's going on?
Philip was gone for 2 weeks. We had no idea what had happened to him. To be true, we had other things on our mind, Ali and I.
Are you sure we're alone?
Right now, there's only you and me.
I mean, I'm here.
Look at that.
Told you.
I hope Philip and Richard are all right.
Me too.
Say, Jack, have you read our book?
about you. What did you think?
No, this is Philip's fault. If all this falls apart because he set up an illegal market, he alone will be responsible.
I have faith in him, and so should you. Who else could save Kingsbridge if not him?
Do you still remember the text?
Well, do you?
Well... I think I remember one part.
Oh? And which one was that?
Before me, she stood. Her clothing set aside. No flaw to be found in all her body.
All clothing was set aside?
All of it.
And there was no flaw?
No flaw at all.
Oh, his shoulders and his arms I saw and I caressed. And then his chest, a form made to be felt and touched.
They're talking about doing it.
Careful there.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Don't be.
Children, avert your ears.
How flat her belly beneath her slender waist. Her flanks, what form. What perfect thighs.
Yours are remarkable as well.
That's not how the text goes.
Is it not?
Maybe... maybe it is.
Why recall each aspect? Nothing that I saw lacked perfection. As I hugged my naked body close to his.
Ali,
Yes?
I love you.
I love you too. I always will.
Did you hear something?
No.
Oh, somebody found out.
It's only us, Jack. You and me.
It is us.
Uh-oh.
Only us.
Hey, Philip the Prior. Monk. That's better. Never let them see you weak. Stand tall.
What about Ranulf's men?
Probably glad to be out of the castle after all that time. Probably looking for women and getting drunk. What is there to look at, monk?
Why do you do all this?
Because I want to. No god, bloodline, or fate made me king. I took the throne. I chose to rule, and I chose to fight. And I'm not done yet.
Is it worth all these lives?
To Best Maud? By God, yes. It's a game that I intend to win.
Mm-hmm.
How many died?
What?
How many people died in the battle?
Too many. I even lost my horse. But Robert is not an animal. I'll give him that. Or we wouldn't be here.
It's getting dark.
It's not the end of days.
Are you sure of that?
I'm not finished here yet. So yes, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Because everything's about you, buddy.
Richard!
Don't draw attention to yourself. Not when they have you in a cage. Not if you're the king.
Why am I in here?
You are with us, are you not?
I prayed for your victory.
God is not a reliable ally these days, is he? How do you explain that? You were right about William Hamley.
How so?
The moment the battle took a turn for the worse, he and his men switched sides. The Earl of Shiring is fighting for Maud now, and for Robert.
William Hamley is only fighting for himself and for Bishop Waleran.
I will grant you your market rights, the same as Shiring.
You will? Why?
You were right about William.
But you're not king anymore, are you?
Before too long, the throne will be mine again. Assume I granted you these rights before the battle was lost.
Do I have your word for it?
I will let our Empress Maud know about you. Hold your market. Stand your ground. William Hamley will have no legal way of going against you. I will tell the guards there is no reason to hold you any longer.
What about you?
My loyals will make their moves. The game is not yet over. I ordered them to capture Robert to make an exchange. Maud knows it's not over. She'll savor each day that she has me under lock and key. She is her father's daughter, but the throne of England is mine.
If you want peace, if you want to save the lives of the innocent, you have to give up.
Never. That's the only thing I'm not good at.
Then there really is no hope.
Guards! Release the monk!
Indeed. The Fleece Fair? A few weeks later?
In the last 2 days of the Fleece Fair, we have collected more money than we did during the last 3 markets combined.
Is the Earl of Shiring not opposed to us doing a fleece fair of our own?
The law protects us.
And our lord.
He is. Our time of trepidation is finally over.
It will never be over.
What did you say, Philip?
Nothing. The music is too loud.
Our prior is right. The display out there is not appropriate for our monastery.
The fair will be over soon. And by then, Kingsbridge will be self-sufficient.
Philip? Ah, you're back. How are things at the quarry?
All's in order. We won't have any further problems. So, why did you ask me to come?
It's about Jack. He got into a fight with Alfred again. Have you come to a decision yet about my proposition?
I'm not sure.
Jack can already read and write, and there is much more we can teach him here. What does his mother think?
She may never agree to marry me because of this. She believes I'm favouring Alfred. But Alfred is the master craftsman. I taught him since he was 6. Jack is only an apprentice. And the two can't go on like this.
No, they cannot.
It wouldn't work on the cathedral, but he could stay in Kingsbridge.
He could?
I have no choice. I want the best for my children. For all of them.
Of course. Let us talk to Jack, then.
Yes.
Tom? Wait for me.
Philip? Something is ailing you, isn't it? Philip, you told me in Cuthbert once that if you became prior, you would want the novices to be treated well. Unlike how Remigius treated Brother Marcus before he left us. Remember? It was the day little Jonathan came to us.
Yes, I remember. He was so little.
You achieved what you set out to do, and so much more. If only Cuthbert was still here with us to see us.
Uh-oh. Cuthbert died.
We have not had time to talk since I returned.
There was time, but you avoided it.
I have a bad feeling about all this.
Why? For once, all is well.
I haven't seen my brother Francis in a long time. I'm afraid. For him. For all of us. But it's not just that.
No?
I think I've lost my faith.
You?
Let us talk later, like we used to.
Yes, of course. We will.
Are you not coming, Remigius?
I have pressing matters to attend to, my prior.
All right.
And what kind of surprise is it?
Well, I think you'll be amazed, both of you.
Ooh, now I'm curious. When can we see it?
I should be done this afternoon. Come on, Jonathan. Let's have a look at the bear.
Yes, please.
The bear?
Have fun, boys. Any idea what he's up to?
I have no idea.
Father, Jack took tools from the site. I don't know what he did with them, but I know he took them.
Well, you two won't get a chance to quarrel in the future. Philip will see to that. But Jack is not the only one to blame in this. Martha, have you seen Jack?
He went with Jonathan to see the bear fight.
With Jonathan? That's dangerous. What is he thinking? Oh.
Oh, by the way, I've heard from Richard.
Is he all right?
Message didn't say, but I assume he's fine.
Why's that?
He says he needs me to buy him a new horse.
Hold on.
Look at him go!
Are you sure you want to see this?
Of course. What a show.
Why did the bear and dog fight?
It's in their nature. The beast that is more clever and stronger wins.
No. For them, there is no winning.
Jonathan, come here. You shouldn't have brought him here. It's dangerous.
I'm always doing something wrong no matter what I do. If Alfred had brought him here, I bet there wouldn't have been a problem.
There would have.
Maybe it's better if you and Jonathan go.
Come on.
Jack,
What?
I know how you feel.
Oh, really?
The world is unjust. We are like these poor animals, forced to tear at each other's flesh. It is a game that they force us to play.
Who? Tom?
No. The kings and empresses, even the bishop, Tom, and all of us are made to live in an unjust world in which we are forced to make unjust decisions again and again. And we don't even know we are playing their game. You have every right to be angry. But there is a way to remove yourself from that cage. Perhaps not for the sake of God, but for the sake of man.
What do you mean?
I want you to become a monk.
Well then, I don't think the dog won.
Wait! Don't go wandering off on your own.
Have you two seen my son? Ellen. He went over to see the bear fight.
Aliena? I have come to...
To what?
What's wrong with your brother?
I've no idea.
Aliena, I have come to ask for your hand in marriage.
Are you mad, Alfred Builder?
What?
Why would you think that I... What was that?
Oh.
Oh, now. I'm here. Should have looked out for you. You want us to go all the way up there? Like Alfred and Jack did? Come on. We'll go together. You and me.
So, this is it then?
Who's that man?
I am the Earl of Shire, boy.
Stay with me, Jonathan.
Now, while my men inspect your market, tell me, where is your saint?
The crypt.
Speak up!
The crypt!
I heard that your master builder died in an accident.
Yes, he did.
A shame. This could have become a great cathedral. Now, out of my way!
Jonathan!
That's not good.
This is the end.
They're attacking civilians.
They were burning by God. They were on fire. Where are the others? They're going to kill them!
Aliena!
Milius locked the door.
From the outside? Is he still out there? No.
Damn it!
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Milius locked it.
Milius! I think I can hear him out there.
Return our saint, or you will go to hell.
No. You go.
No!
Hallowed be thy name.
William Hamley.
Ah! Aliena is still out there.
So is Jonathan.
Thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Aliena!
Forgive us our debts, as we have forgiven our debtors.
Come on.
And lead us not
Brother
into
Andrew.
temptation.
Pray with our brothers. I will make sure nobody leaves.
I must go out there and find Jonathan.
This is beyond your power. Only God can help him now.
Hallowed be thy name.
Have you seen Jonathan?
Oh, if he was out there, then there's no hope for him.
On earth as it is in heaven.
As long as I'm prior, no one here will give up on the child. Do you hear?
And forgive us our debts.
Did you see Jonathan?
What? No! Yes! He was in the cathedral! I saw him when the fire started in the market! Come on!
Deliver us from evil. Amen.
Jonathan is not here. I need to go out and look for him.
No! If you leave, there'll no one in here.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
Do any of you know where Jonathan has gone?
Oh no. I saw him in the market. Right before we came here.
We should have looked out for our little brother.
Aliena! Oh God, no, no!
Thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Come on!
Have you seen Jonathan?
He was with Tom.
God, and forgive us
Out
our
there!
debts, as we have forgiven our debtors.
Okay.
And lead us not into temptation.
Oh no!
Evil.
The gate is locked as well.
Aliena is this way!
So are the attackers. If we go this way, they might not see us.
You're right.
This isn't happening. Thy kingdom come.
But it's locked.
Thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Jack!
We're safe in here. Give us this day our daily bread.
Jack? Jack!
I won't leave it!
That's not good.
Move, Mary, please. We must leave him here.
No! I have to help him! Peter!
We cannot leave her here.
Words from the scripture will calm her.
Look at her husband. Look at her. Your words won't do any good.
I won't allow you to poison her, woman.
This herb will help her. It works.
I will not let you use your devil's work on her.
What's going on here?
Look at that poor woman. Her husband has died in her arms. Your sub-prior refuses to let me help her.
Her herbage is the devil's work.
Her herbage was created by God.
We must get her away from here. William and his men will ride this way, I know it.
You're right. We must make haste.
Philip, I told you this woman is a witch.
You're a fool. This is Henbane.
Henbane?
The devil's eye. So you admit that you are trying to poison this woman?
Oh, does the evil eye of the flower intimidate you, you old goat?
Calm down, all of you.
Prior Philip, take this. It will calm her nerves if she chews on it. For once, do the right thing.
Prior James was right about you.
Prior James? Ugh, you have no idea what kind of man Prior James was. You are a fool.
Are you sure this won't harm her?
Yes, I am.
No! We grow herbs too, Remigius.
Go ahead. I'm holding her. It's working.
I told you. Maybe I was wrong about you, Philip.
How could you do that?
I'll piss on you.
They're coming.
We need to move now.
It makes no sense. Why would the Earl of Shire do this?
Shut up, or they will kill us all.
It's them.
Shh. Shh. Shh.
Be quiet, please.
Look at him. He did quite well. He got pretty far.
There was someone here with him.
Hugh's right. They might be close by.
We should make haste. We got what we came for.
Not yet.
Walter, why do I get the feeling you're upset?
We didn't have to do this. We came for the Saint.
They deserved it. Like this ugly bastard.
Kingsbridge defied us for the last time. That monk, the bitch, and the bastard she's fucking.
Come on, move! After him!
But William said...
I said move!
Well then.
My little cub, are you all right?
Did you see Aliena?
She was in the market. I heard William calling out her name.
Jack, come. We must find her and Jonathan.
There she is.
Dear God. Oh. No. Aliena.
She's right there standing. You're fine.
Jonathan!
He took everything from me again.
Aliena! No matter what you do, no matter where you go, I will find you. Every time you think you're safe, every time you play house, I will find you. And I will crush you. Now, kill them all, and make her watch.
Well, that's not good.
Aliena, are you all right?
I swear by Almighty God, in Jesus Christ, and all the saints that I will take care of my brother Richard until he has fulfilled his vow.
Can't you hear me?
Jack! It's all gone. I can't support Richard like this. What am I going to do now?
Tom. You are alive. Thank God.
The next day.
We must ask the bishop for help.
The bishop? Are you mad? I heard he is behind this. Shh.
How? How can we go on living in Kingsbridge now? Will the cathedral still be built?
Not without the market.
It must be, or there'll be no work for us.
Please. Our prior will answer all of your questions.
Philip, they are waiting for you.
Yes.
Can we stay in Kingsbridge? Or must we move on?
Too many people have died. Many were injured. Among the injured was our master builder, Tom. He protected our little Jonathan.
It will take time, but I'm sure he will recover. Thank God. Tom's alive.
2 of our brothers have perished. Brother Arnaldus.
That's not good.
And Brother Milius. He rests by Cuthbert's side now. And 8 more lives were taken.
Will the Earl of Shiring be judged for what he did?
He must be! Yes, he must!
What about the saint?
Where is the saint?
Adolphus will protect us.
It would be better if you answer their questions.
Please tell us what to do.
The rumors you have heard are true. The remains of Saint Adolphus were stolen from this crypt.
Oh, we are doomed.
The saint's gone. Was it the Earl of Shiring?
Why would he do that?
Milius died to protect the saint. I saw it.
Is he not well? He looks pale.
This attack
Shall I continue for you, my prior?
No. This attack was a great tragedy. I cannot think of why anyone would do that to us. It is impossible to grasp how these men could just...
You went against the Earl of Shiring!
He said you defied him!
Philip was in the right. We had a market license.
Our prior was in the right, but we all knew what kind of man William Hamley is. Defiance will only lead to more grief.
I agree.
You should be more careful. We must never again hold a market.
No. No, we must not.
Then how are we gonna...
The Earl's told the same because of Philip.
But it's not his fault, is it?
They all had to die for the market.
Please tell us.
Tell us
Brother
what will
Andrew
happen
is
with us.
overseeing the repairs.
With Kingsbridge.
And we will be able to continue the construction of our cathedral. Tom Builder's son, Alfred, will take over the position of Master Builder. Though it will take longer, for we will not hold a market again. And I am happy to welcome a new novice. Most of us are familiar with him, so I'm sure we all can share the sentiment that he will be very welcome in our priory. Jack. As was Tom's wish.
Why is he not answering?
Please answer.
Why is he not saying anything?
How will we go on?
Why is God doing this to us?
Answer them.
No. I cannot give you confidence. The stories of how God tested the faith of his followers. I see now how true they are. I think you do as well. I am asking myself, where is God? Why did he not prevent all this? I do not know. I have no answer.
One day, God said to Satan, "Look at my man Job. There's a good man if ever I saw one." So Satan said, "You've given him everything. That's why he's a good man." But God said, even if he were to lose everything he has, his faith in me would not falter, and I will prove it to you.
Mother hasn't moved from his side for days.
It will take time for him to heal.
You know, this wasn't the first time someone wanted to kill him. If he hadn't scared off that monk in black, I'm sure Tom wouldn't be with us anymore.
Did you ever find out who he was?
I have no idea.
It was Bishop Waleran's servant.
What?
Waleran?
You will burn in hell for this.
What? I defeated your greatest enemy. It was a holy mission.
It's not up to you to decide that. Even your father would not have been that foolish.
I am not my father.
They saw you. They know that the Earl of Shiring is a murderer. What if my allies in Kingsbridge were hurt? What then?
Absolve my sins.
Only if you announce your loyalty to King Stephen.
No! Stephen lost. He is weak.
Bishop Henry will not approve of me giving absolution to a supporter of Empress Maud. Are you a man of the church or not?
I am.
Then do as you are told. And never defy me again. Is that understood?
Yes, my bishop.
Uh-huh. Chapter 14.
Oh.
One day we'll tell everyone everything about us, Ali. All of them.
Maybe we should have told everyone while we still could. Maybe there would have been ways to make it last. Jack! Oh, what is he doing in there? Oh no, they told me Jack was here. Jack!
That's not good.
Oh, Jack.
At least I still have my hair.
Where can we go from here?
Anywhere we want.
What is this?
I told you I had a surprise for you. Remember? This is it.
What is it?
It's a first version of a fulling mill.
Is fulling the cloth all by itself using the motion of the water wheel?
Yes. What do you think? You'll be able to sell even more cloth, not just wool, like you wanted to.
It's a brilliant invention. It's what I always wanted.
Then why do you look so sad?
Because there will not be another market.
No, not in Kingsbridge. We will go someplace else then, where he won't find us.
He will find me, wherever I go.
You can't just give up.
I'm not giving up. And I'm not running away. And because I'm not running away, there is something I have to tell you. It's not what I want to do. It's what I have to do. We can't meet again. Not like this.
Why?
I wish things were different.
What things?
I'm getting married. To support Richard.
To whom?
It's not important. William will burn down anything that I build up. This is the only choice I have. My husband will pay for Richard's expenses. It's the only way my brother can protect our people.
I will marry you.
I love you, Jack. And I always will. But look at yourself. You are a good man, Jack. And monks can't marry.
Then I will stop being a monk.
And what then?
I don't know.
not your fault.
If I had money, I could support you.
Oh, don't say that. There is only one man to blame.
Who is it?
What?
Who are you going to marry?
He has steady income from the houses he builds in Shiring and Winchester. And he is a master builder now.
What?
Dear Francis, I long for the day you can read all the letters I've written. Once, you asked me if I often
You
think
wouldn't be happy about that.
I do. And I often think of the day they were killed. And of how Abbot Peter took us in. Peter raised us and taught us about God. We grew up in the safety of the monastery. Only now have I begun to understand that outside the priory, killing continued every single day. I have come to believe that if God was just, he would not allow all the pain and bloodshed. A few days ago, William Hamley and his men attacked us. Many died by their hand. Milius is dead. First, I believed I had brought the devil to Kingsbridge, for I thought I had seen him in Lincoln. The last few nights, I did not sleep. I was afraid that in my dreams I might flee from his grasp in blind terror toward the river and drown like Prior James did. But I know this is not the work of the devil, but of man. Why does God not put an end to it? Most of what Abbot Peter taught us was right. For he taught us about living in seclusion, away from sin, away from want, away from the world that turns man against man. I know I blamed you for what happened after we got involved with Bishop William. I do not anymore. But I blame our church and men like Wayland, because they involved themselves in the bloodshed. As Peter taught us, I will go into seclusion. The answers I seek are not out there. Maybe I will find them in here. Where are you, Francis?
Put that away!
Stop it immediately!
No, Jack!
That doesn't sound good.
Jack!
Jack! No! This is not what we do! Get off me, you freak! No!
Jack!
Take him away! Lock him up!
It's all useless. No. It's all useless. No.
Jack.
Mother?
The water duct runs right under the cell. Look for a loose stone in the floor. It'll sound hollow.
What? How do you know that? The cracks are too narrow to pry it out with my hands. This one looks easy to pry out, but not with bare hands. I can't just I don't think so. I don't think so. The slingshot won't help. With that hole, I could lift the slab out. She was right.
Jack, tell me, was it about Aliena? I know about you two. I have known for a long time.
And how did you know how to get out of that cell? How did you know?
Your father. He was locked up in there as well.
Was he a monk?
No. They said he was a thief, but he was not. They hanged him, but he was innocent.
How? How did it happen?
Someone here in Kingsbridge gave him a jeweled cup and told him he could go. A mile down the road, he was arrested and accused of theft. It was like a game to them. They said he had stolen that cup from the Priory.
Who said that?
3 men. He managed to escape the way you did, but they caught up with him. They hanged him in Shiring.
Who were those men?
It does not matter. It is all in the past now.
Once you told me my father was a jongleur, that he came from France.
That is what he told me. You want to leave?
What if I have family there? There must be someone who remembers Jack Sherberg, right?
I knew this day would come.
I'm not a monk.
I know.
And I can't work here with Alfred.
I know. You really love her, don't you, Aliena?
Yes.
You truly are his son, Jack Jackson. This place is too small for you. After your father died, I went into the forest to get away from it all. But if you live like an animal, then they treat you like one. Do not let them.
Okay. It's...
Find your way.
So, what's got you confused? I might be able to help you out.
When it leads you back to me?
You have the current Earl of Shiring, who is the son of the man who arrested...
Of course.
Who took up the earldom after the father of Aliena and Richard was arrested for going against the current king
will return to haunt them.
Because they believe he killed his uncle?
Wayler disrespects you. After all I've done for him. Why rely on him for salvation? There are many priests, many bishops.
Maybe. But you are not making decisions for me either, Walter. No one is. If the Lord wants me to support Wayleran, he will let me know.
And what if he does not? What then? Will you allow Wayleran to order you around?
Lovely. So yeah, basically, how it started was Richard and Aliena's father was the original Shire of. No, sorry, he was the original lord, and he went against the king because he believes he became king by stealing it from the rightful king.
Whew, it's getting cold.
So he ends up in jail. Aliena and Richard have to run. And now they're trying to survive. Richard is trying to get the earldom back. And William, the son of the guy who took the earldom from their father, is now Earl because his parents were killed. Little does he know that Wayleran is the one that had them killed.
Yes?
I'm sorry for disturbing you on an important day like this, but have you by any chance seen Jack since yesterday?
Has something happened?
He's gone. We've been looking for him all morning.
There's a lot of...
No, I
there's a lot of stuff. It'd be a little difficult to describe everything.
Well,
because it's like 3 or 4 different stories that mesh into one.
Fault. I had him locked away. But in the end, I just punished anger with wrath.
Well, find him then.
My monks are already trawling the woods. I myself will go to Shiring, while Martha is taking a horse to a cave he used to know. Please, don't let this spoil the first day of your marriage, when there should be only reason to rejoice.
Thank you.
It might help.
They still haven't found it?
No, it's not, unfortunately.
How long has it been?
It's very drama.
3 days.
Well, I think he's gone for good. I love him like a brother. But first he tries to kill me. Then he runs off, worrying his family's sick.
Are you hungry? I think I'll prepare some food.
Great. I'm starving. What are you cooking?
Fermenting.
What's going in it?
Wheaten ale with milk, spices, venison and eggs.
Well, as long as it tastes good. We've been married for what? A week?
5 days.
That's almost a week. Yet, we still haven't... You know...
Oh, I'm sorry. I want this to work, but I need time.
It's alright. Sometimes you look at me like you think your husband isn't a good man. But I am a good man. You'll see.
Mm-hmm. Well, where are the eggs?
It still needs eggs.
Where are you going?
Oh, nowhere. I just needed some more herbs for the soup.
Huh? I think everything you need's here.
Ah, there they are.
Today, I was thinking about what you and Philip did for our workers when they were afraid that they wouldn't be paid. Offering them coin to make them stay and feel safe. What if I did something similar? How about I could offer them pay in case something happens? Like an insurance. What do you think?
Could you afford it?
That's up to the prior to decide. He said he'd come over around noon tomorrow. Maybe he could eat with us. And you could help me explain the idea. If you want. I think it would be good for you to do something other than cooking and weaving. You haven't left the house in 2 weeks.
17 days.
She isn't liking the monotony at all.
Would you like venison with it?
No, thank you. I'm just here to talk.
Ascetic as always, I see.
It just turns more and more into a habit, really. So, you are suggesting that we promise the workers money if the construction is not completed?
Yes, as an insurance. Since the Fleece Fair, they've been quite worried. It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes, especially since they know they don't have to finish the cathedral in order to get rich. It sounds to me like we would be tempting them to fail deliberately.
I hadn't thought about that.
Don't be so cynical, Philip.
I'm not. It's just so hard to encourage goodness these days. We tried so hard in the last few years, yet all we reaped is death and misery.
The alternative would be to do nothing at all.
Philip is right. Your plan will only foster greed.
I don't know. I think the idea's good. My workers would know that they would get paid more if they finished the thing. They're not as greedy as you two make them. I just want to ease their minds a bit.
Yes, you said that. Your idea shows great compassion, Alfred.
Thank you, Father.
But Lady Aliena is right. Man's heart is cruel and wicked. It'd be only a matter of time till the devils of greed and fraud would find their way to Kingsbridge.
Indeed.
But that's not the point I wanted to make. I could never promise them coin, because one cannot give what one does not have. Ever since the market collapsed, Kingsbridge is losing more than it earns. We may even run out before we complete the cathedral.
What?
He's right. It won't be finished.
But what about Mother? We wanted to build it for her.
If Alfred loses his work, we won't be able to fund our battle against William Hamley anymore.
What if we build faster? Make a new plan that will cost less? You always said a finished cathedral could draw people from far and wide, didn't you? People on their coin, right?
Is that an option? Master Builder, you've been awfully quiet so far.
It's hard to say. But yes, Alfred could look at the designs. Could be there's shortcuts that could be taken.
Shortcut.
Not much help yet, but I'll do what I can.
I can do it.
All right. I promise you, I will think about your proposal. Oh, milady, your soup.
Thank you. I'd never thought that my brother could work so hard. He really cares about Kingsbridge. I would never have thought. Really. Alfred has changed. He used to be such a bully. He seems really concerned about things now. About Kingsbridge, about you, about your family. I can't wait for you to give me a little nephew or niece. Well, enough about Alfred. Did you get the blue dye I've been asking for? Actually, I did.
It's from a woad merchant in Winchester. Took me some time to find him.
Oh, thank you so much, Martha. I guess now I finally have to finish my weaving.
How's it going?
I'm taking my time. I'm not in a rush.
What does Sir Richard think of the idea?
I haven't told him yet. When he comes here, he's mostly interested in coin. But that's the deal. He fights and I pay. It's an endless circle. The coat of arms shall remind us of who we are and where we come from, so we don't end up losing purpose.
Have you decided on an animal yet? You really should have an animal on it.
It will sport a fox.
Oh, foxes are smart. I like that. Ali, I'm so sorry that I mentioned wanting a niece. I just thought, in the last month, that you were, well, growing a bit?
Oh, I'm just getting fat.
You're not getting fat?
You forget that there's not a lot for me to do other than sit around and eat.
Then we should take a hike soon. Stretch your legs and get some sunshine.
I'd like that. I would like that a lot. But not today. I need to finish the coat of arms first. Get it done.
I think
while
she's
I
pregnant
still
with
can.
Jack's kid.
What to do anymore. I had to marry Alfred to fulfill my oath. I wish that Jack would have understood. Love alone could never stop William Hamley. Only money and influence. With Alfred as a husband,
there's somebody in
I
the
can
corner
fulfill
there.
my father's last wish. And ever since we've been married, he's been working deep into the night to finish the cathedral. And when he's home, he expects nothing in return. Although I can see so much longing in his eyes. He is trying his best to make our arrangement work. And I try to be a good wife.
Oh, is it the mother?
I did what I had to do.
Oh, thanks for
when
the
I
follow.
married him. But what I didn't know back then was that I am pregnant with your grandchild.
You brought this on yourself. You had the love of your life, but you threw it away.
Do you scorn me for what I did?
No more than anyone else. First and foremost, I blame that priest who turned my son into a monk. But you're a very close second.
What if I brought Jack back?
Oh, Aliena. Jack has left England. There's no possible way to find out where he went. I want you to know one thing. Jack loved you. For me, that makes you still family. If you can't have his baby, give it to me. I will raise it far away from this crooked world that had no room for my son.
I don't want to give our child away.
Then you cannot stay here. You cannot go on like this.
But I have to. Don't you understand? It's finished. I want you to wear it when you go to battle. To remind us of what we are fighting for.
Huh. Why a fox?
A fox is stealthy and cunning. We can't always be straightforward and noble if we want to survive in this wilderness.
You hear that, Alfred? I'm a fox.
Grow up, Richard. This is important.
Sorry.
How's the war going, by the way?
How is your standing with the king?
It's getting better and better. The good thing is, William Hamley is turning out to be quite the lousy player. In our last battle, he ran away when things started to get a bit tight.
Oh, Lord.
They say he was afraid to die before he settled matters with his mother.
His mother?
No one's seen her in years, not since her husband died. But rumor has it she's still alive and joyfully pulling his strings. Mention her to William, and he goes as pale as a sheep. Ali, we are so close, but we need to be careful. We mustn't let our guard down.
Is there anything you need from me, Richard?
Well, a new saddle would be nice.
I'll see to it.
And a horse to put it on, of course. The last one caught quite a few arrows.
Right.
Well, maybe if you don't have a horse.
I've got some business at the market with Martha.
All right.
I can't believe you two have almost done it. You've almost won your father's earldom back.
Oh, don't say that until it's actually happened. I'll see you later in the evening.
Ah, there you are.
A lot of stuff, really, to be honest.
I always wondered what it would have been like to
Pineapple.
grow up in the forest.
Oh, it's cold. Very, very cold. When I was young, I spent a night in Ellen's cave. If it hadn't been for her soup, I would have died for sure.
And what kind of soup?
Just some broth. Jack had killed a deer earlier that day, but had let it spoil. So it was just turnips and nuts.
But hunting deer is...
I know. It's punishable by death. Jack never was one for rules and laws.
Right. He was always busy with something.
Yeah.
Just
Just
not with what Tom asked
A
him
whole
to do.
story. This whole
Jack?
story is based
Yes.
off of a book.
Yes, he was.
And,
You will be an aunt soon.
What?
But don't tell Alfred. I haven't told him yet.
You still think marrying him was a mistake?
I do.
I do too. But you did it for very good reasons. So, maybe it wasn't a mistake after all. Maybe it will work. Not in a loving way, but more like a partnership. You two seeing eye to each other.
I actually don't know how big the book is.
But the baby is not...
What was that?
That is not good.
They built it too fast. Like the Babylonians, they sought to be grander than God, and for this we all have to suffer.
A stone roof. Alfred tried to build a stone roof without telling Papa.
You're with child? How can you be with child if we never...
My cub is gone and will never return. You threw it all away for a life of lies and a kingdom of dust.
Without a cathedral, my mother will spend an eternity in hell. And by God, I hope you won't suffer the same fate for this. I can't stay. Not without work. And not like this. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
There's no need to cry.
Oh! Are you gonna have it taken care of? That
There.
cannot feel good.
We've been crying for far too long now. Where do we go from here?
We will build a cathedral right here, towering high above Shiring.
Okay, that's
but it
good.
will not be a cheap undertaking.
Money is no object. I shall build it for our Lord and my mother, so that the Lord will heal her.
I am sure he will. Ah, yes, there he is.
Who?
We will need a master builder.
My bishop, I think I have the right man.
My bishop, my name is Alfred Builder.
Uh-huh. Is Aliena leaving to find Jack? That seems to be the case. Okay. That is the end of...
Next time on The Pillars of the Earth. Witness the climactic final part of the series.
It's time we take back what was taken from us.
It's time to face our enemies.
It is time to make a stand for what we believe in.
The Pillars of the Earth. Book 3. The Eye of the Storm.
Yeah. That probably didn't feel good at all. Anyway, that was the end of part 2 of The Pillars of the Earth. Next time we will be starting part 3. And we'll be going through that. Until then, I hope everyone has a fantastic afternoon.